Hey, what is going on? We are back for another video today, and today we actually have a guest in the house, and that guest is Pyrotoad. And in fact, Pyrotoad is the one that is helping me build the Paludarium, and today we're going to be finishing the Paludarium build. What I need you to do is, if you have not subscribed and you have not liked this video, please do that now and comment below and let me know. Do you like the Paludarium build videos, and are you excited to see what this looks like today? Make sure you comment below. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much, and hey, let's get into this today. First, gotta just talk about how amazing this thing is starting to look, and we're not even anywhere close to being finished, right? I mean,
we're just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, look at the moss in here, and like just the vines. I mean, dude, you've like killed this thing. It's amazing. So if you guys remember, we're gonna have a waterfall that comes down here. We have a Paludarium shelf. Right down here is gonna be a nice little 10-gallon aquarium that will have some sort of fish in it. We haven't decided exactly what, but stay tuned and you will see how that turns out. Right now, we are working on planting all of this cool stuff and all of this cool stuff. You know, we have some bugs that will like eat things like dead tissue, and if Christian doesn't calm down, he may end up in the bottom. No, I'm just kidding. So we're gonna get all this stuff together, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. Let's get into this. I am not gonna lie and sit here and try to tell you I know what he's doing because I have no clue, other than the fact that he is packing this hole full of a bunch of brown stuff. We're packing this with a specific type of jungle mix that allows these plants to grow really well. It's safe for the animals, and yeah, holds moisture, I'm assuming, really well because it's got peat moss in it. But yeah, this thing is going to be sick, and you're looking at it right now under a blue light. Let's turn the white light on, and
so you just gotta gently press it. You don't have to squeeze it to death, but you have to have a firm grip on it.
All right, well, we are getting some of the plants in here. So we have some brahms or bromeliads. There's multiple kinds. This is one of the smaller ones, the pups as you call it, right?
Correct.
Off of this one here.
Yep.
We have this kind of pink vein plant up here. What was this one called?
That guy's a polka dot plant.
A polka dot plant? Yeah, perfect. Polka dot plant.
I don't know the scientific name.
And a line plant, and a polka dot plant, and a butthead fern.
Butthead fern.
Lemon button fern. And we have moss. Ball-headed fern, yeah, see? But I'm just gonna tell you now, like the level of detail on this thing, if you look, these little rock shelves that are up in here, and then you have some up here and back up in there. I mean, this thing is, this literally, we're not even close to being finished, and this already looks exactly the way I wanted to. I wanted this to be literally a little piece of nature in my tank room, right? Because I love the scape tanks, I love the natural look, and this is truly my little piece of a rainforest right inside of my room, and that's gonna be so awesome. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this Paludarium tray, which this is very much like what we do in the fish keeping world, right? Is this tray actually acts as a filtration for all the water coming out of the waterfall up here, which you'll see in a little bit, and we're gonna lay a layer of activated carbon across the bottom. This is the same activated carbon that I use inside of my canister filters that will help, as this water hits the moss, filter through this and then drain out into the bottom. Now granted, all this dirt will be cleaned up, and as you can see, there's a little pump right back there that's used for our waterfall, and you're gonna see some cool stuff with the waterfall here in just a minute. All right guys, well, what we have is we have carbon in the tray. We have this piece of cork that's actually surrounding a red solo cup that's holding this big beautiful fern. We have all the plants that we talked about earlier. Now granted, on this side of the glass will actually be painted black, so you won't be able to see any of this stuff, especially whatever that was. But so we have everything going. Now what we need to do is we actually need to start filling this in with moss, which is what we're gonna do next, I'm assuming.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, so we have all this sheet moss right here, and this stuff's awesome, and it's obviously it's trying to grow out more. We're basically gonna just kind of lay it across just like that, and then we'll have more coming down the sides and the front as well.
Perfect. So we're gonna get that done, and we'll see you in a second. So we hid the solo cup behind some moss. We have the moss coming over here. He is currently stuffing moss back up under there, but that is amazing. Dude, I'm telling you, we don't have much left to plant other than just the brahms, right?
Yeah, we got 2 brahms left right here. These are called the Neogelia, I don't know how to pronounce it.
All right, so basically we have a Nigini Brahm is what you said. Nagali, Nafari. I don't know. It's a Brahm, and it's really cool looking.
And they're really easy to grow.
I'm gonna stick that one right there, but that's not where it's gonna go. But we're gonna put it there because I'm trying to be important here.
Trying to be needed.
And I'm not at all. I mean, like, this is all Christian here. I am telling you guys, if you want to see some dope builds like this, go make sure you subscribe to this kid. Pyrotoad, this is amazing. If I was to have gone to somebody and said, hey, I want to build this right here, they probably would have charged me $2,000 easily. I mean, this kid is really a master at his craft. So make sure you go check him out. He's got a whole room. How many reptiles you got now?
About 40.
40?
It just changes.
40 in his bedroom, and they're all full of stuff like this. I've shown this on my channel before, but make sure you go subscribe because this kid is definitely a master at his trade. All right, well, we are at my favorite part of this build, and that is the aquascape. So this thing is sick. I mean, I'm not even joking. You'll see the full thing in a minute. Waterfall, whole ball of wax. But right now we are gonna start aquascaping this thing. What a great build. And make sure you go subscribe once again to Pyrotoad. Because, yeah.
Because I make amazing builds on my YouTube
He does.
channel.
And he makes fun of my hair, yet he's got the Tony Lopez hair.
Oh man, that's tough.
So, we're gonna get into the aquascape right now. All right, guys, so we are now going to start aquascaping this. And what you have is at the bottom of this is a 10-gallon aquarium with a weirdo right here that has a Tony Lopez haircut. But to start with this, we need to first fill it with some pre-rinsed substrate. And what we're gonna be using is some Floramax Black planted substrate. Trusty paintbrush. So this is for substrate, and you use this to get your substrate pushed back everywhere that you want it. There's gonna be a very minimal scape, and that scape is actually gonna consist of a resurrection fern branch, which is actually died, but that's okay. So we're gonna use this one here, and we're gonna push that down in, and what's gonna happen is this will actually be a method to hide that post. And we'll push this one down in here. So now it kind of hides the legs, right? All right, so now we're gonna add some of these little river stones, right? And you brought some of these, I had some of these. We now have some rocks back in here, which really isn't a big deal. I mean, they are just in here. Probably maybe move one of these actually back here just to kind of sit in front of the pump, just so you don't see it. But now that we have rocks in here, we're gonna go ahead and plant. So what we have is we have some rosette sword and we have some anubias. We have 2 of each basically. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get these planted. And to start, let's start with the rosette swords. I'm gonna use my trusty planting tweezers, which Pyrotoad uses these for feeding. We'll put some of these in the front of the tank a little bit. Let's build up some substrate back over here a little bit. Take these, you basically just want to throw them down in there, get them propped up, put that one right there. And that's literally all we're gonna do for escape.
Yep.
We don't have really anything else to worry about. I'm gonna put this moss back up here that fell. And the beautiful thing about this is as this moss falls, it's not dangerous for the fish, and it's gonna look like leaf litter and things like that, which you would naturally find. Okay, so we actually went ahead and decided to add a piece of driftwood in here, or spider wood, which is really kind of cool. It looks like it's growing all of this up here. So now we're gonna go ahead and get some water in there. And now is the time to plug this thing in. Dude, I think that's perfect. Yeah, I mean, I see the rain fall back here.
Oh yeah.
See it? Well, boys and girls, we are finished. And we have an amazing paludarium. And I am talking about, it is super sick. As you can see, there's a fogger. We just released all the fog. We have these dope plants. We have the fog coming down. If you look right here, we have a little waterfall. And then throughout, as you can see right there, there's a water trickle there. Back up in here, we have water falling. You can see the water falling right there. This is truly a very small piece of nature right here in my room. And this is something that everybody can do, right?
Correct. Yeah, you just gotta know what you're working with. Check it on my channel, see how to do it. And
absolutely. I mean, this is literally nothing but plants we bought at the reptile show, a glass enclosure that we bought at the reptile show, and a bunch of waterfall foam and coconut fiber and cork. And I mean, this is it. So yeah, just enjoy this montage. Okay, so what I need you guys to do is that you get some choice here. What should we put in this thing? We need an arboreal creature, we need a terrestrial creature, and we need an aquatic creature, or multiple aquatic creatures such as fish. But I want to know what you guys want to see. So make sure you comment below. Also, make sure you go and subscribe to Pyroto because this dude has killed this. I am not even joking. I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am with how this turned out. This is amazing. Yeah. So thank you very much. I definitely go subscribe. This is amazing. Well, with all that being said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this Paludarium build now that it is finished. We will feature another video on the Paludarium when we stock it with animals. So make sure you comment below to get your animal possibly chosen. If you have yet to subscribe or you have yet to follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow Pyrotoad on Instagram as well. I will link all of his socials in the description below. But thank you. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, and we will see you next time.